So today, Nintendo unveiled its brand new home console, the Nintendo Switch. And how do I feel about it? I don't really know how to feel about this thing. Honestly, we sort of knew that they were going to go with this approach with the codename NX, which we won't be calling it the NX anymore since it has a real name now. It's the Switch. Apparently, it is still coming out in March of 2017. I don't know how they're gonna manage that, but whatever. This is the direction that Nintendo is going for this generation, and it seems like a very novel idea. Some games in the past, like Hideo Kojima's Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, try to do something similar to this, where you could take your save from the PSP and bring it to your PS3, and then, you know, they'd be intertwined, and it's kind of like this, but no, this is literally, you are taking the console outside of your house with you, and you can replay the games that you could play at home. Now I know what you're thinking, hey, that sounds awesome, and yeah, it kind of is, but it almost sounds too good to be true. Which is my main concern when I think about the Switch, like, dang, that's such a cool idea and it's so unique, but there has to be some drawbacks, right? Currently, all we have to gauge if this console will sink or swim is this 3-minute commercial full with very trendy 20-year-olds playing video games. Like, seriously, there's no families here, it's just, like, hip teen. I don't, what's up with that, man? I don't know why, I just thought that was kind of odd, but let's get back to the system. And how Nintendo's usually pretty different, and we should expect that by now. Because if you really break it down, each of the main companies that create video game consoles are known for one thing. PS4, it's known for having like crazy specs. It's gonna cost you $600 because that sucker's gonna last like a decade, and you know it's gonna be a great time. Xbox is known for updating. That's about it. And Nintendo's that guy that, you know, always thinking outside of the box. And it's like, yeah, what if we made a taco in reverse? And it's like, okay, Nintendo, hey, we'll try that out. Now I sound very skeptical, but I'm just laying it down for you. That is the general consensus of the current console generation, at least from my perspective. The Wii U had potential, it really did, but at the end of the day, having a dual screen setup with a controller in your hand and something on your TV just simply doesn't work like it does with the 3DS and the DS before it. But with the Shift, it looks like they're going with a way different approach, more so, hey, there's one screen again, that's cool, and I'm happy about that. The console stuff is pretty self-explanatory. If you just watch the trailer, you can pretty much figure out all the connectivity and everything, but in case you don't want to, I can just go over it, I guess. The two halves of the controller do come off of this main controller and can go onto the screen, so you can play on the go. You can't just bring the screen with you, even though there is some touchscreen technology apparently inside of the Shift controller. But that doesn't mean you have to have it attached at all times. Shown in the video, you can play with the controllers like wirelessly, which I think is pretty darn cool. Sadly, there doesn't seem to be a D-pad anymore, which I'm a little bit hesitant on. It's sort of going for the N64 C-stick buttons. I don't really know what to think of that, but hey, maybe it'll work out. We now have no more start button. There's just the plus and the minus on the controller, which is an interesting choice, but I guess that makes sense. And this time, the analog sticks are yet again in a different position so that you can like divide the controller in half and play with a friend. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but hey, if you're, you know, very skeptical on that, they're also selling this, I guess, Pro controller variant, which I'm very happy about, although it still doesn't have the analog sticks where they should be. Oh my gosh, what? It's not that hard to get down. Oh. But all in all, this looks interesting. As far as a home console goes, I don't really know what to think about it. So far, we saw a Mario game, which I'm sure is just conceptual footage, and not actually, like, anything final, but that looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm all for Mario. That's all I really wanted to see out of this trailer, and we got that. I don't think it's very fair to judge anything that's happening in the gameplay, since a lot of this is pretty much just pre-rendered stuff. But them showing the connectivity with Breath of the Wild and how literally you can just take what you were doing in your living room and then go to the park and still be playing the same game, that's pretty revolutionary, I gotta say. There is one part of this trailer, though, that seriously bugged the crap out of me. It's like, yeah, here's this professional Splatoon team, and they're going to this tournament with the Switch, and it's like, bro, no competitive scene ever, unless they absolutely have to, uses wireless control. I don't know, that just bugged me for some reason, but I'm hesitantly optimistic about what the Switch has to offer for us. I'm a little upset over the lackluster performance that the Wii U had. I personally had a lot of fun with the console, but sadly, the non-Nintendo games were just too far in between, and there wasn't really a lot of play in between the big first-party releases from Nintendo. This time, though, Nintendo's like, hey, we actually have people that want to make games for it, and they have this big list of third-party developers, which a lot of people have always said, partners are the problem with Nintendo consoles, they just don't have third-party developers. And now they're like, haha, we have all these third-party developers. And I just want to say, do not get your hopes up with this. Now, there's some, like, great publishers that I absolutely adore here, most notably Atlas, Level 5, Grasshopper Manufacturer. I love them guys. But think of this sort of like that big birthday party you're gonna throw when you're the not very popular kid in school, and you give invitations to everybody, and everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna come. And then the day of the birthday party comes, and it's just you and your dog, and he ate all the cake, and now you're depressed. Although, maybe this time will be different. Maybe this is the thing to get third-party developers actually interested in a Nintendo console again. Maybe this time EA will be like, bro, let's freaking make Madden for the Switch! And they actually do it. And Madden and FIFA fans just legit flock to this because now they can practice their game on the go with console quality. I think that would help in selling the system a whole lot. I think the biggest issue that Nintendo is facing right now is trying to win over non-Nintendo fans. Back in the day, Nintendo was all over the place. Super Nintendo and 64 relatively doing well, but ever since the PS2 hit, not so much. Are they going to get a mainstream audience back? Possibly. I can see it happening. This does seem a lot more like the Wii when it first came out, conceptually. It just seems like something I imagine a lot of soccer moms purchasing and then playing at their book club after they finished, which may sound absolutely ridiculous, but let's be realistic, that actually did happen in around 2007 with the Wii, which is why it was pretty much the best-selling console of all time, because at the end of the day, a lot of people play games, not just gamers, and I think Nintendo can still get... Holy dump, FromSoft is on this Switch partners thing? What the dump? That's... Are we gonna get Dark Souls? Okay, that'd be pretty cool, but no. Aside from my very harsh skepticism on the controller layout and this trailer, which was just kind of strange, but it's still not as strange as the old Wii commercial. I want this to succeed. Will it? I don't frickin' know. I just play the games. I don't make them. But I think Nintendo's got a shot. But let me know, guys, how you feel about the Switch, which was formerly known as the NX. Honestly, I'm hoping for big things. I want this to succeed, like I said before, but, oh man, I don't know if we could handle another Wii U drought, because that was getting pretty bad there. But hey, maybe this will be different. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there on the console and how it relates to what I do here on YouTube, since I would have loved to make a lot more videos with the Wii U, but sadly, there's not a lot of games coming out for it. Kind of a bummer, but oh well, maybe this time it'll be a bit different. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I hope you're excited for more Nintendo content, because I know I am. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Bye.